Oh no, not another dent! Are you tired of those pesky dents? If so, call Marty's Body and Glass Shop here in Fordyce, Arkansas. That's right, Marty's offers PDR, Paintless Dent Repair, at Marty's Body and Glass. Located at 1017 Morrill Street here in Fordyce, Arkansas, let Marty's certified PDR professionals get rid of those dents and dings for you. To make an appointment for an estimate, call Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call the number 870-352-2443. That's 870-352-2443. So if you're tired of those dents and dings, give Marty a call today. They can help. It's summertime, and what do we like to do when it's summertime? We like to ride around in a clean ride. So, hey, reach out to the King. That's right, King Detail here in Fordyce, Arkansas. He's located at 807 West 4th Street across from Matt Butcher's. Guys, reach out to King Detail to get your car washed, waxed, buffed, shampooed, or heat tint windows. That's right, guys. To protect your interior, guys, get your car windows tinted. And guys, he also does steam washings. So, if you want your car clean, please take it to the King at King Detail, located at 807 West 4th Street here in Fordyce, Arkansas. That number again is 870-885-0452. Looking for a great fish, produce, and bait shop? Tired of running all over town trying to find what you need? Wish you can get it all in one place? Well, search no more. Stanfield's Fish Market can help. At Stanfield Fish Market, they are dedicated to supplying clients throughout central and southern Arkansas with the goods and items you need for your family and pets. From garden supplies to feed, they are proud to have what you need in one place. Remember, they're not just a fish market. They have feed, plants, produce, bait, tackle, and much, much more. They have a variety of items in their market, including deer corn, live crawfish, bedding plants, dog food, and much, much more. Their staff will be happy to assist you with finding exactly what you're looking for. So, that's Stanfield Fish Market, located at 710 Morton Street here in Fordyce, Arkansas. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 o'clock a.m. until 5:30 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. So stop by Stanfield Fish Market here in Fordyce, and remember, if Stanfield don't have it, he'll find a way to get it. Need brakes fixed, alternator replaced, oil change, tie rods, ball joints, or much, much more? Call Stuckey's Automotive here in Fordyce, Arkansas. With more than 30 years of experience, Stuckey's and his certified licensed mechanics knows exactly what it takes to get your vehicle back running. He's located at 409 Overpass here in Fordyce, Arkansas. Hours of operations are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until and by appointments on Saturdays. And don't forget, Stuckey's also offers towing services. So give Stuckey's a call today at 870-250-1870. That's 870-250-1870. And remember, Stuckey's motto is, get 'em in and get 'em out. Are you looking for some great insurance coverage and you live in the Fordyce, Arkansas or surrounding areas? Well, search no more. Contact Milton Insurance Agency. Milton Insurance Agency is committed to providing you with the highest quality insurance plans available, combined with some of the lowest possible rates. Whether you're shopping for auto insurance, home insurance, health or life insurance, or business insurance, they can help you obtain the best coverage available with the lowest rate possible. Located at 314 North Spring Street here in Fordyce, Arkansas, Milton Insurance Agency truly value the long-term relationship with their clients and are proud to give families, individuals, and businesses the personal attention required when it matters most. When claims arise, they realize that it can be very stressful and will do everything possible to assure timely and complete recovery. Here are a few more coverages they provide: business auto insurance, builder's risk insurance, commercial property insurance, ATV insurance, classic car insurance, motorcycle insurance, and the list goes on and on. So stop what you're doing and get your free quote today. Give Milton Insurance a call at 870-352-2155. That's 870-352-2155. You can also find them on Facebook or check out their website. That's www.miltonins.com. Are you ready to get started in the healthcare field and you would like to take the Certified Nursing Assistant class to get certification? If so, contact the Greenhouse Cottages of Southern Hills in Rison, Arkansas. They are now accepting applications for a free CNA class, yes, free, with a guaranteed job. If you would like more information, contact Marlena Garrett at 870-325-6202. Come and be a part of a team that cares about their elders. Your exhaust on your vehicle is so important, and that's why you need Fordyce Muffler Shop here in Fordyce, Arkansas. Jay and Cindy and their certified crew of welders and mechanics are standing by and ready to work for you. In-state or out-of-state, there's no job too big or too small for them to do. And not only do they work on mufflers, they do U-joints, CV axles, wheel bearings, shocks and struts. They build deer stands, duck blinds, dog kennels, car sheds, swings, floating fishing pier, and they do custom fabrications. The list goes on and on. They're also the home of Lego Creek Blinds, Dan Hunting Gear, and they have many Gorman items. So stop by Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. at 1414 North Highway 79 in Fordyce, Arkansas, or call them at 870-352-5733. That's Fordyce Muffler Shop, where they don't do just mufflers. Looking for some great soul food? Guess what? Legends Cafe is back to its original hours. That's right. Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. That's Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. They're located at 415 North Edgar Street here in the beautiful city of Fordyce, Arkansas. So, to place an order, call them 870-352-2041. That's 870-352-2041. Come on out and enjoy some great soul food. Are you needing a new or pre-owned truck, car, or SUV? Then guess what, guys? Don't take that long ride to Little Rock, Arkansas. Just take the short drive to Malvern, Arkansas, where they say the deals are sweeter at Teeter. That's right. New shipments are rolling in daily at Teeter Motor Company. Guys, great, beautiful new cars. You don't want to miss this. Get down there today, guys. They're located at 1512 West Moline Street in Malvern, Arkansas. Guys, they're ready to see you and they're ready to serve you. So call them today at 870-458-4244. And remember, like I said, the deals are always sweeter at Teeter. Do you have questions about Medicare? If you have Medicare or will be eligible for Medicare soon, you might want to call Patrick Milton at Milton Insurance. Patrick has been helping people select a Medicare plan that is a good fit for them for over 5 years. He makes Medicare easy. Patrick is a local independent sales agent. He does not work for an insurance company, he works for your best interests. There is never a charge for his services. Call Patrick today at 870-352-2155. That's 870-352-2155. Not employed by Medicare or any other government agency. By calling this number, you will be connected with Patrick Milton, a local sales agent. No obligations. Remember, that number is 870-352-2155. That's 870-352-2155. For a limited time only, Joe Show listeners who take the short drive to Myron, Arkansas and take a test drive at Teeter Chevrolet will get lunch or dinner for two at Mr. Whiskers in Hot Springs, Arkansas, world famous catfish, chicken, shrimp, and ribs restaurant. All you have to do is say you saw this ad on The Joe Show and test drive one of Teeter Chevrolet vehicles, and you're on your way to Mr. Whiskers. Come to Myron, Arkansas and find out why they say the deals are always sweeter at Teeter. If you're looking for a home in the Houston, Texas or Dallas, Texas area, contact Michelle Goodman Lambert and her Lambert team. They are ready to work for you. If you're looking for a beautiful home, then guess what? You need the best realtor out there. Look no further than Michelle and her Lambert team, a team of professionals that knows the ins and outs when it comes to buying you and your family the home of your dreams. They will be honored to assist you. And don't forget, Michelle also holds the designation of MRP, that's Military Relocation Professional. She has the ability to explain to you VA financing and can direct you to the best lender. She can also identify and provide services that help service members to relocate, sell, and purchase suitable homes for their families. She's also a mobile public notary. So, for your free consultation, contact Michelle and the Lambert team today at 832-651-7648. Remember, she changed lives, one family at a time. Family is important, and that's why at Marty's Body and Glass here in Fordyce, Arkansas, they treat you like family. Understanding the customer needs is what's important to Marty and his team. That's why they give you nothing but the best of service. So stop by today for an estimate, and while you're there, meet their newest member of their team, technician estimator Tommy Rowland. With many years of experience, Tommy is ready to serve you and the Fordyce community as well as the surrounding areas. So give them a call today at 870-352-2443 or stop by 1017 Morrill Street in Fordyce, Arkansas. So remember, if you want to be served with dignity and class, stop by Marty's Body and Glass. Test, 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 test. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody is doing great on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Good morning, Tanja. What's up, Faye? What's going on with Katrina? Good morning, Scott. What's up, Bridget? What's up, everybody? Listen, names, let me know. Let me know what's going on. Doug Fuller is in the building. Good to see all you guys. Y'all looking so great this morning. Look at y'all. Y'all look terrific. Just, I need y'all to do one thing. Step back and take a look at yourself. Just look at yourself. Just look. Y'all look great this morning. Look at you. Look at Doug. I see you got your hair comb to the side over there. I see you, Doug. Jeff, I see you got your beard all trimmed up. I see you. I see you, Jeff. See you. Sandra, I see you sitting there with your orange and black PJs on. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see everybody. Let's chill. Let's do what we do. A little reverb going on, Jeff. Yeah, man. I got a new mic ordered, man. I'm thinking of this mic. So I don't know. People don't feel with that, but y'all, as long as y'all can hear me, you know. Rest of the week this morning. The show as the show go on, of course, my system will level out the speaker and the volume will get better as the show go on. But it's so good to see everybody now. I had a blast the weekend. I had to go and do some music. I had a good friend of mine's mom's 80th birthday party. I just acted as the DJ there. I had a great time. You know, really did. I had a great time. I appreciate the invite. You know, down to do that event. Had a great time. You know, so spent some time with my cousin Anthony Jackson, Minister Jackson. He was there. So it's always great to run into him when I'm out doing different things. Um, so thank you, Miss Gloria, for the invite and happy birthday to your mom. May you see many more years. 80th birthday. So y'all share the show. Share the show. But y'all, okay, we're gonna vote. We're gonna vote today on a scale of 1 to 10. How your week been so far? On a scale of 1 to 10. So how was your week? What's up, Annette Mays Mayhem? How you doing, Miss Annette? Good to see you. You know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how's your week going today? You know, let's see how you guys are doing. On a scale of 1 to 10, how is your week going? You know, I'm giving myself about I'm giving myself about a 9.5. You know, I'm not gonna go with a 10. I'm waiting on some stuff in the mail. But other than that, guys, I'm doing great. I'm doing terrific. I don't have any complaints. You know, glad to be waking up. Simple as that. You know, I hear you say, Jeff, you counting the weekend. I hear you, man. I hear you. I need to get on some water and go do some fishing, man. I hadn't been fishing in so long, Jeff, man. It's unreal how long it's been since I've been out on the water fishing. You know, so I'm definitely ready to go do that. You know, so Zero just got power back. Oh man, you know, it's a lot of people lost power. Y'all know the other night we slept through that storm. I, I didn't even hear a thing. I literally did not hear anything. We slept all the way through that storm. I'm talking about we slept through the storm. I can't remember hearing anything. We wake up, we go downtown, we see light poles down on top of vehicles, we see trees laid in people's cars. On the way to Camden this Sunday morning, we see trees all over the place. I'm like, what's going on? We had we slept completely through the storm, guys. Sure did. You know, come see, I can fix you up on a place to fish. Yeah, man, we got to do that, man. We got to do that. I'm definitely going to do that. What's up, Cynthia Israel? Good to see you. You know, let me see. Doug said they just got lights, thunder. That was a bad storm. Yes, it was. The thunder and that lightning, it was just never stopping. It was just rumbling. I mean, it sounded like a war zone, man. The thunder and the lightning, it just went on and went on and went on. It never would stop. You know, it was just odd. It was just an odd thunderstorm.
We slept through it too and have 4 trees down in my yard. I'm telling you, we slept. But one thing we did, we got new windows and we got a new roof on our house. And putting new windows in, these type of windows that we put in the roof, y'all, you really can't hear the rain anymore. And okay, we kind of don't like that because she like to hear the rain. Can't hear the rain anymore unless it's got to be coming down really, really, really hard. But you don't, with these new windows and new roof, you can't hardly hear anything in this house when something's going on outside. And which they said that when you got these windows, they said that. Cynthia said she slept through it too. I know I did, Cynth. I slept clean through it. I was like, I woke up and only way we knew what went on was when we hit the highway and started heading to church on Sunday morning. We started seeing trees down. We see at a car lot. We got a car lot here in Fordyce where a tree had, a light pole had fell on top of some of the dealership vehicles. So, that's when we knew that, hey, it was a pretty bad storm last night. And, well, actually, to be honest, on this side of town, it wasn't a lot of damage over here on this side of town, but it come across the intersection of 167 across right there coming from like Camden area. And Camden on the highway on 167 going toward Camden and Bearden and on the right side of the highway, it was a ton of trees and stuff laid down there. But hey, I'm just glad everybody made it through the storm and everybody is okay. But let's get into this thing, guys. We got Fordyce Arkansas weather today, high of 90 degrees. It's going to be hot with a 0% chance of rain and winds 2 miles per hour. But I'm going to tell you something, y'all. Y'all notice every time this time of year comes, it's hot in the morning, really pretty morning, beautiful lunchtime hour. And the evening time is when the storms roll in. And sometimes they be calling for a beautiful day. They be like, there's nothing, no rain in the forecast. Then all of a sudden, these storms just roll up on you. So that's why when you're going fishing or if you're going somewhere, you're going to be spending some time on the water, you got to be mindful. Keep your eyes on the sky because I've been fishing before and these storms will blow up on you just like that. And if you're not prepared, make sure your engine on your boat is running properly. Make sure you are good because I'm telling you, these storms will blow up on you in a heartbeat. So y'all click the like button, put a thumbs up for me. Click the thumbs up button if you don't mind. And guys, also share the show if you don't mind. Good morning to everybody over on the YouTube page. Good morning, good to see you. Good morning to the people on the Crappie Joe page, on the Joe Show B page. We shared it on a few of my group pages, guys. So good morning to you guys just watching from there. It's good to see y'all. Doug said it's going to be 110 index today. That means it's going to be hot enough to bake cookies on your Cadillac. That's right. It's going to be hot enough to bake cookies on your Cadillac. Big shout out to Mose Allen. He purchased a 2018 Chevy Silverado from your boy here. Also got rid of that Dodge Durango I had. Finally got rid of it. I'm not going to announce who bought that because they may not want nobody to know that. But we did sell that Dodge Durango. People have been seeing in my yard for sale, so it is no longer there. It's gone. Thank you guys so much for reaching out to me and letting me be able to sell those vehicles to y'all. So thank y'all so much. All right, so we're pushing on, guys. We're pushing on. Good morning, Miss Betty. Miss Betty, how you doing, Miss Betty? You holding it down? It's good to see you. Y'all, we got some topics to discuss. We're going to get on into that thing after a while, guys. And look what I found at a yard sale, y'all. I found this at a yard sale, man. This is a Beckett basketball monthly. This is February of 1993. Look who's on the cover. That's right. My boy, MJ, is on the cover. I found this, guys. It's got some great stuff in it. Oh, this is 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I really got a kick out of it. It's got like, David Robinson. I found it and I was like, man, I got to get that. It's got Big Johnson on there, Larry Johnson. Y'all remember Larry Johnson? Big all-star player at UNLV back in the day. Y'all remember Larry Johnson? And hey, I go crazy over stuff like this. Just look at the boy. Look at old Barkley. Old Barkley. See, I like stuff like this. I found that. Well, the GOAT. That's right, the GOAT. Good morning, KB. Be careful on that road, baby. So hey, 93 is 30 years ago, not 20. Hey, come on now, hey Jeff. I'm trying to cut myself some slack. All right, Jeff, correct me. 30 years ago. So this book here is look at good condition. Jeff, I'll sell it to you right now today. 30 years old and it's in this mint condition. I'll sell it to you right now today for $1,276.23. Just holler at me, let me know if you're interested. Good morning, Miss Karen Freeman. Good to see you. Good to see you. Y'all share the show, share the show, share the show. All right, here we go, guys. Let's get into this thing. We're going to move forward. We got some hot topics today, y'all. We got some glittery hot topics today. Yes, we do. Remember, guys, we got job openings at King Detail in Fordyce, Arkansas. They also have job openings at the Greenhouse Cottages of Southern Hills in Rison, Arkansas. I don't know if they're still offering the $2,500 sign-on bonus for full-time. They need night nurses. So I don't know if that's still going on. I don't know if I need to pull that or not. But KB, find out for me and let me know. And so we have a job opening at the Dallas County Medical Center. I feel that position now. So I got to finish up paperwork with that young man. But other than that, it's going good. Hey, guys, listen, I was talking to, when you get around people and you have the conversations with people about social media. And there is an addiction. Don't you know there's counseling out there for people who are addicted to social media? So on social media, are you on it too much? Are you addicted to social media? Are you addicted to social media? Can you survive without social media? Can you get off Facebook for a little while? Can you get off Instagram? Can you get off TikTok? Can you get off Twitter? Can you get off any of these places, where you just constantly spending hours? There is actually a hotline, and I didn't put the number on it that you can call if you're addicted to social media, because social media, and I posted something a few days ago. Well, actually, I posted it a couple of days ago concerning social media and what we're seeing, the things that we see. And so good morning, Chef, Miss Sharon. Good morning. Let me adjust my camera, guys. And okay, there we go. But what I was talking about was we watch what we eat, right? And y'all probably read this. I put it on there. We watch what we put in our stomachs. Because if we put something bad in our stomachs, what do? It make us feel bad. Whatever we eat, it make us feel bad if it's bad. If it's bad, if it's spoiled, if it's no good, it's going to make us feel bad. So what we do, we watch what we eat. We check things out. We make sure it's not spoiled. We sniff the milk. We smell the chicken. We do things like that to make sure before we put it in our body, we make sure it's not bad. Because we know that whatever we consume, whatever we eat, we know that's going to make us feel bad. So we always check it out before we, consume it. You got to think about that with your eyes as well, because your eyes is just like your mouth. Whatever you see, whatever you consume, it affects your mind. And this is what's happening in our today's youth, seeing any and everything. And, if you just go around eating any and everything, it's going to make you feel bad. So if you go around viewing any and everything, it's going to affect your mind bad. So starting at a young age, you got to be careful what you let your kids, watch and view and look at. So, we're going to get into this in just a minute about something that happened at a school that I'm going to share with you guys and get you guys' honest opinion about it. And don't hold back on it, So, guys, you're tuned in to the Joe Show, hottest, livest show here in the city of Fordyce, Arkansas. Catch me every Wednesday morning at 7 o'clock a.m. This is where it go down at. So, we're here. Let's get into this thing now, guys. On our topic of parent versus friendship with your children. I want to get y'all opinion about this. I was in a deep conversation with a young lady about this the other day, and talking about parenting versus friendships with that a goal to reach? So what do you guys think? Is it okay? Let's start out with a yes or a no. Is it okay while raising your kids? I'm talking about your kids are at home, they're in school with you. Is it okay to be a friend to your kids while they're in the home with you, while you're raising them, while they're in school? Are you? Is that a goal you're trying to reach? Are you trying to be your child's friend? Do you are you okay with going on a friend level with your kids? Is that something you think as a parent is good? Is that something you think a parent should never go there? Or what do you guys think? Because you hear a lot of people say, my kids are my friend. What do you guys think about that? Just let weigh in on it. Don't be shy. Don't be shy because sometimes people are shy about wanting to kind of discuss what's going on with the kids. But is it a healthy relationship to be somewhat saying, I'm my child's friend. My child is my buddy. My child is my pal. We're good friends. Why? I mean, a woman can have a daughter. It's good to feel like you're friends with your daughter. Man, with your son. So I have my opinion about it. Well, I'm gonna let you guys weigh in on that, what's your take on it? I see I got some fingers typing, and so go ahead on and type and weigh in, and let's help somebody today as far as saying, is it okay to be your child's friend? Is it okay? Do you think that that's a great thing to start? Because so many times you hear people say, I'm not my child's friend. I'm my child's parent. I'm not trying to be buddy with my child or anything like that. But at the same time, you have it's a ton of relationships out here parents have with their children. You have women they go clubbing with their daughters. You have men they go to the casinos with their young sons, or they go to party. I mean, what do you guys think on that? Since everybody laid back on it and don't. I mean, I know people watching that they really want to see I know what y'all doing. Y'all trying to make me see what my opinion about it is first before y'all say anything. Well, I'm gonna go ahead on the weigh in. Since y'all don't want to weigh in, I got all these people, and all these people just ain't want to weigh in on that one question. I'll weigh in for you guys. Um, I don't think, I don't think, I don't think as a parent, and I'm gonna read Stacey. I'm gonna put Stacey's comment up first. Then I'll come back. I'll come back and I'll say it because y'all scared down for that. Hold on. Hold on, we got Stacy Lockett said, I don't call it a friend, but I want them to be open to talk to me about anything and feel comfortable. But a friend or a buddy, I can't be lying. The lines will get crossed in that point because kids are kids and they get confused too. So I would say no. Keep those lines set. So hey, you want to be able for them to come and talk to you, but I don't want to cross that line. Stacy said is calling them a friend or a buddy or a pal. You got Latoya says it depends. You got Billy says you have to be an example for your children. From a blank. I like that. Marcella says never been my kid's friend. Say I am mean. Let's see what Jeff said. Jeff says, my daughters are family. I love them and we love doing things together. But friends was never a goal. Teaching them to be the type of people I would be friends with. I like that, Jeff. I like that, Jeff. I like that. Teaching them to be the type of people I would be friends with was more important. I like that. I like that. Yeah, John. What's up, John? How you doing, brother? John Jones in the building. Mr. Hardy said again, you cannot be your child's buddy. You have to be an example for them and set standards. Okay, let me weigh in. Some of y'all went exactly the way I was going. Uh, when it come down to Stacey, I'm going back to what Stacey said. Being comfortable enough to come and talk to you, because I'm gonna tell you, as a kid growing up, my parents was totally different than me. My dad them didn't talk. My dad them was born in the 30s and 40s. They wasn't coming to talk to you about nothing, about sex, about relationships. What my parents were parents. It was You do as I you do what I say. If you don't do what I say, you're gonna get your head busted. I mean, I'm just keeping it with just straight parenting. You know, my dad was, I'm gonna tell you, y'all think I'm kidding. My dad wasn't even concerned about my grades. You know what my dad was concerned about? My behavior. I come home with a bad grade. My daddy, but if he looked on that report card and see where I was showing out, I'm subject to get a whooping. I'm for real. They were so my mom and my dad were so caught up on disciplining us and making sure that we behave the right way. Their grades was something they'll just say, work on that and get better. It wasn't like get punished if you brought a D home, get punished if you didn't make a good score. It wasn't about that. But if I showed out in school, you go get a whooping. They was more concerned about your behavior than they were your grades. I mean, and they were, because I think at that point there wasn't big emphasis back in those days placed on if you get good grades, you can get scholarships, you can go to college, because most of the African Americans back then were concerned about their kids' behavior, and you can get a good job. That's what that was, you know. So my take on being your kid's friend is you never stop being a parent. I I don't ever want my son to think I'm a friend. I want my son to think I am a parent that he respect, that he can look up to and say, I see that's my dad. I don't want my son walking up to me, um, talking to me in a way that we not like I'm not his father. I want to be a parent to my child. I don't want to be a friend. I want to be a parent that's able to take, step up when my son need him. Step up when if I got a daughter, if your daughter needs you. You want a parent, because I'm gonna tell you right now, when your kids get in trouble, when your kids, they not looking for a friend, they looking for a parent. If your kid get in a situation where they need help, they not looking for a friend, they looking for a parent. Because when your child get in trouble or something come down, they can't call on no friends, because friends ain't gonna be there. Who they gonna call on? Who? That's a parent. That's mama and daddy. Simple as that. Do I believe that a woman should get dressed up and go out to the club with her daughter? Heck no. I think that is one of the most childish things that a female can do. Is get dressed up, go out to a club with her daughter. I think that is one of the most stupidest things a man can do. Go and sit in the car and smoke a joint and hit a joint with his son. I think that's some of the most, you gotta have that respect. I mean, I'm 52 years old, and when I'm around my mama, I don't curse. I'm 52 years old. I still watch what I say around my mom. And that's when you was raised. And sometimes, it's just you. It's your character of yourself. And sometimes people be like, man, I know that man raised him. Sometimes it's just people character. Sometimes it don't even have to be about how you was raised. Everybody built different. Everybody's not the same. You can't expect you from somebody else. So it's people I see sitting around their mama and their daddy, they MF this, they got so and so, they're around their mom and their dad. I don't roll like that. I ain't never been that way. I ain't never been that way to curse around my parents. Whether they was okay with it or not, I've never been, because I'm not built like that. I'm not built that way. It was so hard on me to have to, when my mom and dad started to get sick, it was so hard on me to tell them what to do, because I'm so used to them telling me what to do. I'm so used to getting advice from them that when the tables turned, it was so hard for me to step up and be the parent then. Be the one to say, Mom, you got to do this, Dad, you got to do that. That's because how I respect my mom and my dad. And so, if it's not hard for you to get on to your parents, then obviously, it was hard. So that's deep right there. That's really, really deep. So we got Tanja said, that's answer 9 crazy. There is a lot of parents that party and carry on with their children like that. That's never me either, Joe. We got Billy says, how can you tell your children what to do? What's right? And you're going to the club with them. That is so disgraceful, and they will not have any respect for you because guess what, Billy? Right? I'm gonna tell you. Go ahead on and let your child either know or see you doing something you shouldn't be doing. As soon as you try to get on to them or try to give them some kind of advice, they're gonna say, "What can you tell me? You did it too." That's why I don't think it's good. A lot of people do this. I've said this on one of my shows before. Whether people can agree with me or not, I've said this before. I don't think it's good to share with your child all your past history. I don't think it's good to share with your child everything you used to do. Because guess what? You're setting up the door for them to do it and for them to say, well, you did it. I don't think it's good. I've never thought it was good. I've never thought it was a smart thing to do. It's me to sit my son down and tell him how I used to do this, how I used to smoke drugs, how I used to get high, how I used to chase women, how I used to. You go to sit down telling this child you plant that seed. Sometimes you can just say, hey, I had a tough life. I've been out there, I did some things, but look at me now. But you don't have to get into detail telling that child what all you used to do. I used to be a hoe. I used to be out there on that pole dancing. Now soon your daughter come home and you find out she's doing something like that. You ready? And she's gonna say, well, mama, you used to do it. Stop setting them up. Stop setting your child up. You ain't gotta tell them all that stuff. You don't have to tell them all. Well, I used to get high and smoke weed in the house too, baby. But you don't have to do that. Some things you need to keep to yourself when it comes to talking to your children, because your children will use it as a weapon against you when they get angry with you. They'll throw it up in your face. That's 100. Let's move on, guys. So if y'all agree with me on that, hey, put up 100. If you agree with me on that, some things is better kept unsaid. Keep it to yourself. Don't reveal it. Don't share that with your young. Y'all, I'm telling you, they gonna hold it against you. I done heard it a million times. They'll hold it against you. So some things you need to keep. You got some parents out there, they feel like they reveal everything to their kid. I tell my kids everything. Yeah, that's why you having some of the issues you having. You don't got to tell them everything. You don't do that. I'm just keeping it 100 because sometimes I've seen a man say I had a man that I know. I ain't gonna say a good friend, but we was friends. He said I knew my boys was gonna be smoking weed and getting high. So in order to keep them safe, I went out on Fridays. I bought me some beer, and I went and bought 4-5 bags of weed. And I told them, as long as y'all home with me, y'all can get high, y'all smoke, y'all just don't drive, just stay here at the house. I looked at him, I was like, oh. And I can't even tell you what happened in the future with them boys. All of them end up on drugs. I mean, why would you want to have that feeling of you contributed to that? Because on Fridays, to keep your boys safe, you went out and bought it and brought it home, and you think that was smart? I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But that's what he thought. That's his. But see, like I said, we all are built different. We all are built different. Don't expect you from nobody else. All right, let's get in here, guys. All right. We got Miss Craig says, my mama always told us a child needs to stay in a child's place. I am their mother, not their friend. Simple as that. Simple as that. You want respect you want respect from your kids. Y'all see on a movie how this big bad gangbanger, he's selling drugs and this and that. Then when his mama come around, he settle down. He get. That's because she's never done that stuff, or she's never gave him some kind of reason to go out and do what he's doing. And he's shamefaced it, and everything. Hey, it's deep. It's deep. All right, guys, let's get into this last topic. We're gonna get into our morning topics, guys. I want to shoot through this one pretty quick. Guys, we had let me find it down here on topic number 1. We're gonna go to topic number 1, guys. Are you ready? If you're ready for topic number 1, type in the word ready. Let's get into this. I want to tell you guys about a story that went on. I noticed it over the weekend, and I said I was going to bring it up and ask you guys what y'all opinion about this and how y'all feel about it. As far as a parent, being a parent, being a school teacher in in today's society with everything that's going on with transgenderism. And I want to tell you guys, this is actually going on right now in the states with a school teacher, guys. So I want you guys your honest opinion about it, and just keep it 100. Tell me what you feel about it. Here's topic number one. Topic number one. I'm gonna bring the music down. I want y'all to hear this. You got a transgender teacher gives a student who she felt was dealing with transgenderism a transgender book at school. Let me say that again. We have a transgender teacher gives a student who she felt was dealing with transgenderism at a school she works at. The parents of the kids find out about it and reported the teacher, and the teacher was fired. She is now fighting the school system for her job back in her lost wages. The kid parent says she had no right to do this, but the teacher is saying it was only a book and the kid was already transgender. Was the teacher right or wrong? Were they right to fire this teacher? So that's what we are. We have a transgender teacher saw a student whom she felt was dealing with transgenderism and gave him a transgender book. This kid take this book home to obviously parents who is dealing with their child, probably feel like they don't want their child to be going through this, but comes home with this book that this teacher gave them about being transgender. Now they call it, they go off on the school, they report the teacher, and the teacher, I think the teacher ends up losing the job because she gave them a book. And also in this teacher's classroom, the teacher had decorated the whole classroom for Gay Pride Month. She had rainbows and stuff, all this stuff over her classroom, and she had to take all that stuff down. And when they, terminated her, she's fighting with this now. And so she said, I just gave the kid a book because the kid is already dealing with transgender. So they fired the teacher. So the question is, do you think they were right by firing the teacher? Do you think the parents did right by reporting the teacher? What do you guys think about this? This is a very touchy topic that we're dealing with in the United States right now. Many other countries, they're not dealing with these issues because, simple as that. So we got David Pruitt. He says, yes, he feel like they were right by firing the teacher. What's up, D? We got Marcelo says, teacher was wrong going over parents' head. All right, we got Barbara says, teacher should be fired. If the teacher is trans female, that means a male. Now our kids shouldn't be having pride stuff in the school. All right, we got Billy says, God did not make a mistake. He made man and woman. Society has accepted so much ungodly stuff. The world is just messed up. All right, let's get into this. Okay, because it's just one of these topics that I'm probably hopefully I'll try to get through it because I see we got a lot more comments coming in. We got Stacy Lockett says, teacher heart may have been pure, but I feel she stepped over the line. The teacher should have talked with the parents first. I'm going to tell you exactly what went on here. This teacher's been observing this student, a lot, probably been seeing the student feeling like if the teacher is trans, the teacher probably feel like I see trans in this kid, I'm going to give him a book to show him how to deal with it. So the teacher, so comfortable in her atmosphere. So she's got the whole room decked out with gay pride stuff. The teacher is comfortable in the atmosphere of where she's working. So she or he it's a male, but it's a male identifying themselves as a female is what it is. And gave the kid a book. And the kid went home with this book. Parents been dealing with their kid the parents probably don't want to be dealing with this type of stuff. So they decided to report it to the school. The school, oh my God, no, she didn't. They go in, they terminate her. First First off, I reach out. I reach out. I see the comments are coming in. God, the agenda really strong. I don't even y'all things like this just bothers me so bad because I feel bad and it's sad. It really got chill bumps on me. I feel so sad for our kids today. They they are being y'all considering what they have to go through today, y'all. I feel so sorry for our babies because everything is being thrown on top of them. They're made to handle so much stuff that we didn't have to handle growing up as kids. We went to school as male, went to school as female. We went to the male bathroom, we went to the female bathroom. We didn't have to handle all this stress right now that's going on right now with our kids. And uh, um, and now we got adults. You got adults. They are convincing these kids otherwise. They're not letting them grow up in deciding what they feel like they are. They're starting at a very young age. Did you see in Target where they had baby clothes with gay pride and stuff on? They putting all this stuff on babies. So right now our kids, they don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. They're starting on them very, very, very young, telling them what they think they should be, not allowing them to grow up and be who they want to be. They're convincing them at a very young age now what they should be. And of course, you got a transgender teacher in the classroom with gay pride stuff all over. Of course, she's going to have her kids agree with what she's doing. What make you think she's not? What make you think a man coming to school dressed up like a woman is not going to convince her students how she thinks or he thinks? What make you think that it's okay to put that individual who don't know who they are, they put them in a room with a whole bunch of babies, and you don't think they're going to try to tell these kids something different? It's asinine. It's stupid. I mean, why wouldn't they? That's what they're going to do. Their whole goal is to make them kids feel like they are. Now you got a child that's at home that's truly trying to love God, trying to deal with this stuff. And they go to school and they with their teachers more than they are with their parents. Who you think going to win that battle? That teacher is going to win that battle. Because that kid is with that teacher all day long. And that teacher is constantly coming to work as a man, but dressed as a woman. That's why come I say this. I don't have no business being over no church. Because if you come up in my church looking like a woman and you a man, I'm gonna call you out. And I'm gonna have a long sit down with you, and I'm gonna tell you, if you get called to Walmart tell you to put on that Walmart shirt, Walmart tell you to dress a certain way, you gonna go to Walmart, you gonna dress a certain way. That's what you gonna do when you go to Walmart. You gonna do what they say, but in the house of God, you can't tell nobody how to dress. Come on with it. If you come to my church in my house, I'm gonna tell you what. If you're a man, you need to dress like a man. If you're a woman, you need to dress like a woman. That's how you will be at my house. That's my house. Walmart can tell its employees how to dress. Hospital tell the nurses you need to wear scrubs. You can't wear Crocs with holes in it. They're gonna dress the way the hospital tell them how to dress. That's what we've taken this so far. Okay, let me quit. Because I go all over the place. I'm everywhere. All right, let me go up. I'm sorry, y'all. I wasn't trying to ignore y'all. We got Rita says teachers should have brought it to the parents' attention during the parent-teacher conference now and know your boundaries. Dr. Cheddar says she should not force her own personal beliefs on the child. Exactly. Because if you're a Christian and you're in school, you can't tell them about that. If you go to doing that, then you're gonna lose your job. All right, we got Barbara says it's mental illness. I would not call a person the gender they wish they could be. When Jesus comes back looking for Barbara and finds Billy, he would say, I don't know you. I don't make you. I didn't make you. Gone from me. Bevan Pruitt says, we address him as he. I feel like a moose today. So should I get upset because you don't see me as a moose? Exactly. And that's what we headed, Bevan. That's exactly where we're headed right now. You know, we got readers to teachers. Teachers are some students idols. Exactly. Exactly. That's the point I'm making. Exactly. We got Billy says these children need to be taught the word of God. You got Sherry Craig said, did the teacher violate the school's policy? As a teacher, we have to line up with every action. Obviously, she did because they fired her. Obviously, she got fired. God said that his people are destroyed because of a lack of knowledge. We can find every answer that we need in the Bible. You know, let me read Barbara's right here. It says, I have 8 people in my family. They know I love them and I pray for them as any other family member does. But teachers shouldn't talk to kids about gay, straight, bi, or what other kind of stuff they come up with. You know, my thing about it is there are people born with 2 sex organs, a male and a female. They are born with both. You cannot deny that. But how do we deal with that? Let me tell you how you deal with that. When kids are born that way, you let them stay that way. That's how they were born. You let them determine as they grow up and they get older. You let them make the decision what they what they feel like. You don't just decide to say as a baby, oh, cut that off, make them a female, or sew that up, make it a male. You let them kids grow up because kids are born with both reproduction parts. They are. They are. And when they're born like that, leave them alone. Just because you want a daughter, don't cut it off. Just because you want a son, don't sew that up. Let them grow up with both and let them decide as they get older. Because people are doing that. Babies are born with both. The parents are making the decision and they're wrong. They talking about what is their chromosome, what it's going to be. You don't know that. Let it grow up. Let them grow up. And once they grow up, they can make that decision. They may want to keep both of them. You know, never know. So that's where y'all. It's crazy. It's really. I'm not inside of nobody's mind. I'm not inside of nobody's head. Uh, God tell us we supposed to love everybody regardless of race. You know, let's, I can't say it. I'm getting tongue tied. Sexual origin. We supposed to love everybody. Gay, straight, lesbian, whatever. Bisexual, transgender. We supposed to love everybody. But that don't mean we gotta love what they do. Simple as that. We don't have to love what they do. And so all you could do is just you can't stop things that's going on right now because in order for the Bible to fulfill itself, these things got to take place. And so it makes you look at the world different when it comes down to things like this. But at the same time, just like I have gay people in my family as well. I love my friends, my cousins, or whoever is dealing with this. I love them, but that don't mean that I have to. And just because I don't agree with what you do, don't mean that you got to fall out with me. Simple as that. But allow our kids to grow up and let them make the decision on their own. We should not be trying to convince our kids at a very young age put what we think on them. You need to let them kids grow, let them babies grow up. This stuff is all in the school systems now. You got, one while they talking about you had a group of people who saying they want to be cats, which come to find out that wasn't true. They were saying that they had litter boxes in schools for kids who said they was cats and fairies and I did some research on it. Come to find out that was fake. That wasn't true. But it basically gives the idea of saying you can be exactly what you want to be. Let me explain something to you. It's something that people are doing, and you need to stop. Gay rights and civil rights, they're 2 totally different things. And I'm so sick of the gay community trying to mix the LBGT community with civil rights. Dr. Martin Luther King was fighting for the movement of black people. He wasn't fighting for the movement of gay people. Dr. Martin Luther King, all Rosa Parks, they was fighting for the rights of black people to be able to sit on the school buses in the front, sit on the traveling buses in the front. Dr. King was fighting over us to have the equal rights as the whites. That's what they were fighting over. They wasn't out there fighting over two men having sex, two women having sex. They wasn't out there fighting for us for that. So stop mixing the two. They are not the same. They are not the same. But you got people keep trying to mix the two. You have a gay person sit there and they'll say, well, you know, just like in the civil rights, we're not, this ain't nothing about the civil rights. Us getting beat, hung, basically tortured as black people back in the day ain't got nothing to do with two men want to have sex with each other. You can't compare the two. Dr. King wasn't out there fighting for y'all to have sex. Dr. King wasn't out there walking and we shall overcome. He wasn't out there doing all that for two men to get married. But why are you trying to keep on trying to combine both of them? But they do it all the time. Just like in the civil rights. Stop saying that. They're two totally different things. Two totally different things. That's why come right now, you got a ton of Democrats who are ready to move over to Republican right now because of this gay stuff, because of this transgender stuff. And the Democrats is so deep inside of it that a lot of Christian evangelicals are moving to the Republican side, and they're going to lose a ton of votes because of this. Because we're here dealing with gay stuff. We're dealing with people want to have sex. That's when it boils down to it. It's just about the same sex want to have sex. That's what all this is about. The same sex want to have sex. This is really ripping the fabric of everything. You can go out and do what you want. But y'all, I'm telling you, gay rights and civil rights are two totally different things. They are not the same. They are not the same. They are not the same. The stuff that African Americans went through, the slavery, the brought over here on ships, the torture, the tormenting, the rape of the African American woman, that don't have nothing to do with a woman want to sleep with a woman and a man want to sleep with a man. So stop comparing them. They're not the same. You're tuned in to Facebook Hottest Live and Show, the Joe Show, where we talk about it all on here. And that's it. And I'm gonna tell you this, guys. When it come down to they mixing the two. I had a man tell me, I had a gay guy tell me one day, he was like, you know, Joe, I'm catching it. I'm a gay man and I'm white and I'm married to a black man. And so we catching it bad, you know. I said, what are you talking about? Well, you know, I said, you being gay ain't got nothing to do with him being black. I said, and we sit there and we didn't argue, but I told him, I said, that's two totally different things, man. I said, how you think that make my ancestors feel to know that you sitting here trying to compare his struggle as a black man to you having sex with another man? How you think that make that man will feel? How do you think our ancestors will feel about that? That ain't the comparison to that. And let me tell you, civil rights is so important. But civil rights ain't got nothing to do with two men sleep with each other. Civil rights is talking about black people wasn't able to do what white people were doing. We wasn't able to eat at the same restaurant table, sit in the same place in the movies. We was able to go and perform at places, but we weren't able to go through the front door. We weren't able to ride in the front of the bus. We weren't able to get the same service as white Americans. That's what that was about. That's what it's about. So when I see people arguing those two together, I just shake my head and I just go on. You know, and everything. And I tell you guys, it's so many people out there dealing with issues like this that when you speak on it, people think you hate people. It ain't even about. It's about you shutting up and not You got men out here. You got 100% males out here. We're afraid to talk. If you're a male and you're 100% male, you're not bi, you're not gay, you like women, you're married to a woman, you don't do that. You're not a chicken to talk. And shame on y'all because you're chicken to talk. Chicken to talk. Because you'll take, when a man speak up like a man, you'll take a gay man and say, oh, he must be wanting us because he don't like. It ain't that you don't like him. You a man. Where are my 100% males at? What's wrong with y'all? You scared. It ain't, listen. Your voices are being hushed. You're being silenced. And because of that, you got so, the men, where you at? I ain't getting involved. I ain't getting involved. I don't want to get involved. No. Because you develop a stigma of saying if a man is talking against it or a man ain't agreeing with it, he must be gay. And so what men do, they clam up. They shut up. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. And I say that. You got our young men being introduced to stuff that they shouldn't be introduced to. But where the men at? They somewhere shutting up. I mean, just same way you don't go to church. The same way. That's why church dying out, because our men don't go to church. Our men won't get involved in church. And men die out. They literally die out, and it's working. The masculinity part of our men are dying out because men aren't standing up and being what they supposed to be. And that's where we're headed. And men sit back allowing it to go on because you're scared. I'm gonna make somebody mad. My cousin who gay gonna be mad at me. My coworker who gay, my friend who got a gay daughter or a gay son gonna be mad. It ain't even about that. If you are a man, be a man. In the end, the highs of elect will be food and manipulated. Remember that. I'm going to end the show right there. In the end, the highest of elect, that means the people who are sitting up high, at the highest lawmakers, everybody will be food and manipulated and dealing with a reprobated mind. That's where we are right now because our men are afraid to step up and talk. They're afraid to express themselves. I made a post one day on social media. It was about a child book. It says the gay BCs, the gay BCs. And don't you know, not one person, and I put on there how it was said that our kids, this book is a child story book. It's called the gay BCs. And don't you know, not one man said nothing. Not one man. Because they don't want to be involved. This is your boy Joe Show. I appreciate you guys tuning in, watching this morning. This is where it go down at every Wednesday morning at 7 o'clock a.m. If you enjoyed the Joe Show, guys, y'all want to donate to keep me going, hey, guys, donate to # Joe Show Brazil. Somebody type that up for me, # Joe Show Brazil. Because, this is where we keep it 100 at. This is where we ain't scared. We're going to talk. We're going to make our comments. We're going to say what we're going to say. And we're going to go forward. That's what we're going to do, guys. And listen, I'm going to tell you, we love everybody here. But guess what? You have an opinion just like everybody else. And the moment when you start shutting your mouth up and you feel like you don't have an opinion or you can't say nothing, you might as well find a hole, get in, and throw some dirt on top of it. If they have opinions, if they have a way to do, you should have one as well. Freedom of speech, right? Speech, right? That's what we use it here. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. We didn't cover our last topic. We'll cover it on next Wednesday. Love y'all. I'll see you guys next week. Remember, if you woke up this morning, you won. You woke up this morning. Thank you, Tanya, for putting that up there. Cash sign, Joe Show. Brazil. If you enjoyed the show, you want to donate, guys, donate. Keep the Joe Show going. Love you guys. Peace. We out.